visitors and our home team. With you from the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. A CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar. Both under 500. Both missed the playoffs. And they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. In 16-game seasons in the NFL, for the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, it could just be a few months.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This one fielded at the 5. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What we got?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because you're
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 20, 10, and touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. As Denver gets set for this next drive on offense, a quick glance back at Week 12. They lost at Buffalo, now 3-8. Really, the heartbreaking defeat was 2 weeks ago when they were up 20 on Minnesota. Could not hang on long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Touchdown, Broncos. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Another go-around coming up for the Cleveland Browns offensively. A Cleveland team that all of a sudden is hot. They've won 3 in a row. Week 12, they take down Miami. All of a sudden, gosh, Cleveland's 5-6. And you look at the next 2 games within the division at Pittsburgh, home against Cincinnati. If they win those 2, we're talking about a Cleveland team that'll be above 500. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw over the middle taken in. And now running right through it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bronco offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Let's
most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it. Continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He'll have a first down past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's their quarterback. With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll try and throw for it, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at two-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little 360. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown! A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. There he goes, right side. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos get a bit closer. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A gain of 6 there on first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And that pass puts... up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job. And I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to him.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. Past the 20, 10. Zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. On the draw, it's Scarlett.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. everybody, it's the coach.
Well, Coach, the good news for now, no snow in the forecast, but plenty of scarves and mittens in this sea of orange at Empower Field at Mile High, just west of downtown Denver. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between our visitors and our home team. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
And two stop.
Check and two.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 57 yards. Here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, bowls right over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane. Doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now running right through it. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.